Welcome to Vegas! We just got done with the Onyx Off-Road Build Challenge and we are here in Las Vegas for the SEMA show. But before we put our vehicle in the show, what we need to do is outfit it a little bit better. We need some skeletons in our closet.
You can't park your car here!
Is this not a reasonable place to park? Now that would be cool, but not very Mad Maxy. So we got a bunch of skeletons, dead body parts. I think that'll do the trick. Alright, check out our haul here. Everything was half off because it's after Halloween. We got that skeleton, we got a white skeleton, we got a torso skeleton, we got 2 severed legs, we got a severed torso. Looks like he's got a noose on there, and that thing. That looks chrome.
It does look chrome.
Shiny and chrome. May you ride eternal. Shiny and chrome.
Put it on the queen.
Alright, so Josh had a good idea. We should take that sack. So we're going to use that basket that we had all of our overlanding gear, and we're going to hang that from the boom, but this time with Mad Max stuff in it. And Josh had a good idea of taking our spare tire, which we have another one of these, along with the wheel. We'll set it on the bottom, and then just put all of our skeletons in there, and then raise that sucker up off the boom. I think that will be perfect, but we can't do that yet until we get over there to the convention center, because that thing would be swinging like crazy on the highway. There you go, little buddy. Hang tight. Las Vegas Convention Center. This is my first SEMA show. Well, my first SEMA show to display a car. How cool is that? Why is it that we're the only ones here? Nobody else is here. Look,
This guy's taking my seat.
Get out of there! Wring his neck.
Kill you.
Alright, so we have the whole booth to ourselves. We get to pick our spot, I guess. So people are going to be walking along there, walking into here. This is the Tesla tunnel, so if you don't want to walk all the way down there, you can just hop in a Tesla and it goes underground in the tunnel and pops out over there. Alright, we're gonna get set up and we'll show you what that looks like here in a sec. That Heavy D's flying around over there, menacing everybody. The police are after him in their helicopters. It's crazy. Check it out. We got the tires shined, we got the wheels shined, we got the metal shined, we got the windows cleaned, and on top of all that, we've got our gory scene.
Got our dead bodies.
We're collecting Mad Max victims. Alright, so we're gonna leave it here. Nobody else is here yet. It's Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. And
First again. Remember that. First.
always first. Oh, we didn't show them these. The Queen's loving it.
She's still alive. No, she's not.
Huh? What are you trying to say?
Her and Jeremy aren't skeletons yet, but the Queen might have spoke too soon.
Alright, now we're gonna go have some fun in Vegas and then St. George and then back to Vegas. We'll see you in a sec. Man, your truck sounds good.
I know.
Look where we just arrived, guys. What's happening? Good to see you.
You too. All right, we're just backing down in there.
Backing in there? Check it out. Adam's Drive Shaft has been kind enough to allow us to park this big honking trailer so that we don't have to worry about it getting stolen while we're here at SEMA for the week.
This part of the shop, this is a dirty section. This is where we do all the bus stuff, all the like cement trucks. This is where we do all the big stuff.
Repairs and stuff?
Yeah. So like we just got this pallet of shafts to build. So we do all the, these are like diesel stuff. So on this side of the shop is all the like dirty stuff we do.
Look how big that Can I put that
That
U-joint
axle joint?
in the
Yeah.
drive shaft?
Look at that axle joint.
Look how big that thing is.
Yeah, we work on pretty much every type of drive shaft you can think of. So
Wow, that's a massive drive shaft. How come we don't have those for rock crawlers?
1810. Then over there's where we do all the gear work. We do a lot of gear work. It's over here.
You do like ring and pinions?
Yes, we do the front differential here, rear right there. Yeah, we do a lot of ring and pinions. We do a lot of differentials. Absolutely,
Wow.
tons of them. And then over here is where all the magic happens for all the out-of-town drive lines and stuff. So this here is the press. This is the machine where they come in and they'll press them. But let's go from the start. We'll start from the start.
Okay. Wow. Holy cow! Look at all those.
So pretty much what happens here is we buy all the parts in bulk, and then they take and come over to this station. Then we have a guy here that assembles. He just takes all the parts and just assembles them all, okay? Then when the jobs and stuff come in, then they go over there and he presses them. And then when he presses them, he puts them on their benches to build. So over there, those are ready to be built for Monday. Those are, and then these right here.
Look at that. So this.
They're not welded or balanced or anything. They're just pressed, ready to be knocked straight, and then welded and then balanced.
So you got a whole assembly line here.
Yeah.
And snacks?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta eat. Yep, and then the builders, when they'll come in, they come in the morning, and you got a builder 1, 2, 3, 4 here.
How many people you got working here?
17.
Holy cow. That's amazing.
Then when they're done, they go on the cart right there, and then on the cart, they go down to paint, and then the final assemblies over here, they'll get boxed. You know
What's
what
your
I'm
most
saying?
popular drive shaft? Like a JK?
JK, yeah, JK fronts.
JK front?
Probably, yeah. And then,
Is that this one?
no,
No, that's a rear.
Actually, there's none of them right here on this one because those we already did a pallet of. These are different. These are different ones. This is like a JK rear right here. It would be a JK rear.
Do you ever run out of black paint and you just decide to use pink?
These are all Matt's off-road.
Oh, look.
Oh, wow.
Matt's off-road has so many vehicles he has to have an entire table just for him. Oh, that's heavy-duty stuff.
No, we do have automatic welders, but I prefer by hands. But the way this works is that would just sit there. You take this here, you put that in there. You grab the welder here, put the welder in there, and you would just, set it up to where it needs to be. Helmet down, hold the trigger, turn the shaft. That's how we do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yep.
I'm gonna go leave a little Easter egg on Matt's drive shaft over here. Okay, I'm gonna leave him a little Easter egg right here. There you go, Matt. Just for you. Check that out. I want to see what's in that secret door up there. You guys want to go see that? Let's go see that. America! Oh, you got a workout station up here?
Yeah, I'm in Vegas. You gotta have a slot machine, right?
A bar?
That's the bar when we started our YouTube channel all back called Shafts and Shop.
We started off in the wrong room.
That's right. Here, this is that little storeroom he's telling you about.
I told him I would show him what's behind the secret door.
This is where the foam is, and this is where all the boxes are. So I'm able to put all these boxes up here.
Look at that. That is a bag of peanuts right there.
There's your door.
Okay.
Those
So-
coolers are awesome.
Nothing nefarious in here. Oh, look at that. That's neat. All right, James.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Nice to
We
meet you, my
appreciate
friend.
you.
All right. And I'll see you on Saturday.
Adam's Drive Shaft. If you guys are in need of drive shafts, super cool guy. Thank you
Thank
so much.
All right, you guys have a safe trip.
All right.
Perfect.
All right, guys, we are at the airport, and check out who I just found. It's the lunch lady, and she brought lunch.
I know, there you go. Yay!
Regardless. I'm sorry, Jupiter. Broken windows and everything. I can't get away from it.
First your Jeep, now your truck.
I know. We're gonna have to go to
Cardboard store.
a vacuum cleaner store.
All right, last night we had the craziest experience that I think I've ever experienced in my life. We didn't get any of it on video. We got a couple of pictures, but we're gonna have to do our best to explain the situation because it's just too good not to tell this story.
There's going to be a lot of eye rolls. I feel it.
So we were spending some time with Jenna from Pull Apart. Every time we get to SEMA in Las Vegas, they want to hang out. So we were at the mall because we were going to do an escape room. So we're inside this escape room. We were doing it great. We were escaping this escape room. And all of a sudden, Hope starts getting some texts right towards the end of the escape room. And she pulls out her phone and looks down and says,
Fraud alert.
somebody has just spent $1,000 on your credit card. Was this you?
Nope.
No. So she's like, that's weird. So we keep going. Another one pops up. $500. Was this you? At this point, she's starting to get nervous. We're still trying to escape this room, and I'm thinking it's just, I don't know, something weird. Maybe somebody scanned your card at a gas station or something. Anyway, we escaped the escape room. We decide, you know what, we better go check this out and go to the truck and see what has happened. It was in a parking garage. So we walk outside, go into the parking garage, and lo and behold, Josh is with us. He looks underneath the truck. And from the other side, he can see that there's glass all over the ground. So we're like, great, somebody stole your purse. What's crazy is that Hope was looking through her bank statements, and these purchases were coming from the Fashion Show Mall in Las Vegas, where we were at. So that's why we thought we got to go look at the truck, because that's really random that somebody stole your card and they're using at the same mall that we are currently in. So what happens next?
Well, for one thing, he only stole that one thing, and we had a ridiculous amount of things in that truck.
It was insane. There was stuff in the back, there was laptops, there was computers, there was camera gear, my entire camera bag, camera gear, drone.
Every video you've watched in the last 2 weeks.
was in that vehicle, and all he did was break in, grab the purse. So Hope starts calling her credit card companies and canceling right there in the parking garage.
And I'm pacing.
And
that's what I do.
She's pacing around because when she's talking on the phone or when she's nervous, she starts pacing. So as she's doing that, she just kind of disappears and paces off. And Josh is like, you know, we should call somebody. And I was like, oh, they're not going to do anything. What are they going to do? So we end up calling security, and the security guard comes over, and he's talking to us. He's like, oh, there's not really anything we can do. You can call the cops if you want to, but they're not going to do anything. So my phone died, and then Josh gets a call on FaceTime, and he answers it. I'm sitting next to him in the passenger seat, and all I hear is, I'm following the guy. I see him. He's right here. And we're like, what? Hope, for whatever reason, had started to do some investigating. As she was pacing, and I thought she was calling the credit card companies, she goes into the mall and she starts tracking this guy down. She's going to the stores that he made purchases from, getting his description, and then going to the next store, getting his description, and then starts looking around for this guy. She spots him and starts tracking him. And that's when she makes the call, and I'm like, what? Don't be following this guy, that's nuts. So as they're talking back and forth, the security guard, I tell him, I'm like, hey, you got to get some more security people over there. She's following this guy that just stole her purse. They say, okay, well, tell her to look around for some security guys. At this point, things get a little weird because all of a sudden, all I hear from Josh is, I just lost video, I just lost audio. And she's like, Hope, are you there? And she's not responding at all. So I tell the security guard, I'm out, I'm gone, I'm running down towards the mall. And I said, the last place she was at was the Hello Kitty. Where's this Hello Kitty? Because I am gone. And he tells me where the Hello Kitty is at. I take off running into the mall. And when I get there, she explains that she had found a security guard, but as she was tracking this guy, before she found the security guard, the guy had spotted her.
Seemed like it.
And kind of evaded and got out of there.
Yeah. I ducked behind a corner, and then by the time I looked back around, he was gone.
So when I show up, she's standing in front of the Hello Kitty with the security guard, and I said, well, what's going on? She said, we lost him. I said, what does he look like? And she told me his description, and so I'm just like scanning, and like 2 seconds later, I'm like, there he is. It's this kid, probably 20 years old, looks like a gangbanger, but he's got 10 bags, and he's got so many bags, he's walking like this with his bags.
Just a ridiculous amount of shoe boxes. He's very obvious, very obvious.
Shoes, clothes. Apple, he spent $1,000 at the Apple store to buy 2 iPhones.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know, we kind of follow him, and he goes to this like perfume
It's a cologne kiosk.
cologne kiosk in the middle of the mall. And we're like ducking behind, there's these poles, and we're like ducking behind these poles, and we're looking out.
I've called the
looking out.
police because security told me there's nothing they can do.
So security is there. And
they're there.
there's 2 security guards. Hope says, go over there and see if he's using our card. Because at this point, we don't know for 100% that it's him. So I go over there to the kiosk, you know, just pretending to look. The guy behind the counter at the kiosk gets suspicious, and he's like, can I help you, sir? And I'm like, no, just looking.
For a guy that spends so much time behind his camera, Matt is a terrible actor. Terrible. It was obvious he was like...
So at this point, the kid, he notices me, the gangbanger kid, and he's like, now he's...
not a gangbanger.
And I'm like, oh, just browsing. So then when he goes to pay, what was the craziest part was I could hear him before anybody noticed. I could hear him. He's like, what's the most expensive thing you got? I want the best. Give me the best stuff you got. So you know kind of at that point, he's using some stolen cards. When he goes to pay, I'm eyeballing him. I'm just mad dogging him.
Yeah, he
and I
is.
see him, he's like, he's pulling out our cards, but then all of a sudden he's like, puts them back because he sees me. And then he pulls out his phone to pay with like tap to pay or something. Of course, it's declined. The guy behind the counter says, sorry, insufficient funds, it says. And he's like, oh, well, I gotta go. And he picks up all his bags.
He did.
And he starts fast walking, like those guys you see on the Olympics, how they're like fast walking. So I grab Hope and I'm like, come on, let's go. And I tell the security, I'm like, that's him, let's take him down. And they're like, oh, we can't do anything. All we can do is watch.
So I'm on the phone with the police. We're passing this.
So I told Hope, I said, well, let's go. We're going to follow him.
Then security started following us.
Security was following us, not following him, but following us to see how this played out. And
He just starts going faster and faster.
he starts
and
going faster and faster towards the exit. Cops are like, they're like, oh, where are you at? You know, we'll be there in 30 minutes or something.
They didn't say that. They didn't say they'll be there in 30 minutes. They
But-
just didn't know where I was.
But they weren't.
No.
They got there eventually. So here's what happened. As we exit the mall, this is on the Las Vegas Boulevard, the Las Vegas Strip. He's fast walking. Right before he gets to the door, I can see him spot these other guys in the middle kiosk, and he says, is anybody following me? And they look around, they're like, yeah, somebody's following you. Go! He takes off a little faster. When he hits the exit, though, when he hits the door, he takes off in a full-on sprint. And we are sprinting down the Las Vegas Strip like you see on the movies. I'm chasing the bad guy, right? I had just messed up my arm not that long before, and I trip and I fall down this flight of stairs as I'm chasing
It's not a
this guy.
huge flight. It's just like
It's
four
like
steps.
five
Yeah,
steps, and I trip and I fall backwards, and I land on my arm again. And I stand up, and he's gained some ground on me. And I remember thinking to myself, this is like a movie. Let's play it out like a movie. And I said, grab that guy!
And what did they yell back at you?
I had tunnel vision at this point, but I distinctly remember this one guy. He goes, your problem, dude.
Matt was pissed.
I was not happy, but tunnel vision, I take off running again. All of a sudden, he turns and he goes back into an underground parking garage in the mall. And I turn the corner, but at this point, he's gone. I don't know where he's at. I can't see him because he beat me to the corner. And so I'm just walking through the parking garage. Like, I'm pretty scared at this point because I don't know if he could just, shoot me or whatever. So I'm looking. All of a sudden, the security guards come in behind me. They're looking too. And finally, I'm just like, this guy's gone, he got away. And this is too dangerous. I'm out. So I go back up into the mall. I call Hope, and she is waiting for the cops at the front.
Yeah, I was just right outside the doors that the dude had fled from. So I was on and off the phone with the police several times because they could not find me at all. We probably stayed there for, 25 minutes.
Yeah, we were probably there forever. And then finally I was like, this is silly. He got away. Cops aren't coming. Let's just go back to the truck. We go back to the truck, and at this point she's like, well, I need to call the credit card companies again. So once again, she starts calling the credit card companies, pacing, and just kind of disappears.
That's what I do.
So Josh and I are just hanging around for like 30 minutes or so, and finally we're like, what is taking so long? So I call Hope and I say, what are you doing? We need to go. Like, let's just leave. And what did you say?
I'm talking to the police. They've tackled this guy, and I can't leave because I have to do a witness statement.
She said, they caught the guy, they tackled him, he's in an ambulance. Yeah. And I'm like, what? I come out of the truck, I go around to meet Hope and the cops. They're like on a different level. Somehow she ended up meeting them on a lower level of the parking garage. And they're like, did you witness this guy? Yeah, I did. Can you identify him? Yeah, we can. All right, get in the back of the police car. We're going to go identify this guy. So they put us in the back of the police car. They take us all the way over to Treasure Island. They said they had chased this guy for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know where they even found him or how they ended up chasing him. But apparently they flushed him out from underneath the car in the parking garage. He was hiding underneath the car in the parking garage. So they pull up to the back of an ambulance. They say, we're going to open the door. They open the door. He's on a gurney. They sit him up and they say, is that the guy? And we're like, yeah, that's the guy. The crazy part is he had enough time somewhere in this chase, eluding the cops, eluding us, to change all of his clothes. He changed his shoes, he changed his socks, he changed his pants, he changed his shirt.
Yeah, he did.
Somewhere in this chase. So after we identified him, we went back to the parking garage. We were on the lower level and they said, well, where's the truck? And we said, well, the truck is another level up. And they said, okay, we're going to send somebody else to the truck. And they said, is anybody with the truck? And I said, oh yeah, Josh is with the truck. And they're like, who's Josh? And I said, well, he's our, he's an employee, our business partner, and he's right up there with the truck. And they're like, okay.
We mentioned his name like 3 times. Like, they knew. At least they should have known.
So Josh was going around looking like through trash cans and stuff to try to find the purse. Because when they steal the purse, they take the wallet and they ditch the purse. So he was looking for it. So the cops go up and there's like 3 squad cars. They pull around the truck. But Josh isn't there. Josh is in the shadows. So all of a sudden, Josh comes walking out of the shadows and all the cops see him. They turn, freeze, motherfucker!
No, that's not what happened. Like this is a Samuel L. Jackson movie.
So the cops spot Josh, and for whatever reason, they are freaked out because they think that Josh is the bad guy. I don't know how that happened.
No.
But they think Josh is the bad guy. They put him up against the cop car, and they start frisking him.
Thoroughly
frisking. So they get done frisking him, and then they're like, do you have any weapons inside the truck? They had found a knife on him, obviously.
He told them about the knife.
Okay, they found a knife on him. He put that on the truck, and then they're like, well, do you have any weapons in the truck? And he's like, well, yeah. And then they're like, get back up against the truck. We're going to frisk you again.
That is not what happened.
Yes, it is.
No, there were so many cadets. And then there was one kind of tougher, older gentleman who was obviously senior, but he has to be the kind of the alpha dog. And he did not know that Josh had already been frisked. And then he's like, we're going to thoroughly search your testicles, sir. And so she didn't say that she had already done that. So she thoroughly searched them again.
So Josh got multiple friskings this night.
Yes, he did. Poor Josh.
So we come back around, we meet up at the truck, and then at this point we have to fill out a bunch of paperwork, do a bunch of statements. It's taking about 2 hours. Hope has to write an article for a statement because of all that happened. Yeah. But at this point she's starting to get low blood sugar because she hasn't eaten in hours. And I asked the cop, I'm like, hey, can I go over to get some pizza out of the truck? Because there's a whole pizza in the truck. And he's like, no, you can't go over to the truck.
It's got weapons.
So I'm like, okay. And so, but finally I can feel she's about to pass out and she's not even writing anymore. And I asked this little cadet who doesn't know anything about anything. I said, can I go to the truck and get some pizza? And she's like, oh yeah, that's not a problem. Why would there be an issue with that? So I run over there, grab the pizza, and he's like, hey, you can't be over there by the truck.
There were so many police officers, so many vehicles. There were so many people involved in this entire scenario.
All for one person snitching.
For one dude that kept on using my cards for shoes.
But it was all because we were chasing him. Like if we weren't chasing him, I don't think there would have been much they could have done. But since we were chasing him, it like escalated the situation into, a foot chase.
It was crazy.
Between us and a bad guy.
Yeah.
And the police. It was nuts. So eventually we got all the paperwork done. We're leaving. They had found at where he had changed all of his clothes. They had found a lot of the stuff that he had purchased. They had found some cash on him. They had found some of Hope's credit cards and her personal identification on him. And they had brought all that stuff back. They were going through receipts, going through all the stuff. And I was like, hey, what size shoe does this guy wear? Because we bought this stuff. Maybe we can...
Such a dork.
They wouldn't let us have the stuff.
Of course not.
They did let us have some of the cash, some of your IDs. But the purse was gone, her wallet was gone, a lot of the credit cards were gone.
Yeah.
But she really wanted her purse because there was a lot of stuff that she had in her purse.
That's my makeup that I wear every once in a blue moon.
We had searched every trash can. The cops had searched every part of the other parking garage that the guy was in. As we were leaving, I'm on my phone just like going through Facebook and I'm like, wait a minute, I should probably put this down and just scan the parking lot in case for whatever reason there's a purse around here. And as soon as I put my phone down, I'm like, That's a purse. Stop the car. We stopped the car, get out. Her purse was right there. It didn't have her wallet in it, but it had her makeup and stuff like that. Cards were all canceled. It made one heck of a trip.
It was the first day in Vegas.
Yeah,
we just got
we still had another. We still had another like week and a half to go. She had to fly back without an ID.
Yeah.
But that is our story. It was one crazy story, one crazy night, and I hope you enjoyed that. Let's get back to it. All right, guys, we are at George's house. You guys all know George. He's got a whole bunch of scooters and stuff. We call ourselves the Electric Mafia when we're here. And we're gonna Electric Mafia around. You guys ready? Ready! Let's go! What's our gang sign?
Our gang
Electricity.
That's it. Electric Mafia for life!
Thing needs suspension. Oh,
We made it. Everybody survived through traffic and all. Except for Josh, he almost died. But now we just have to make it back after our food. Woo!
I like your sunglasses.
They're fancy.
I need to get you some.
They look like Ferrari sunglasses. Those are nice.
They are Ferrari sunglasses. We use the same company. Okay, I'm gonna sit far forward so that you can sit on the back right there.
Oh, goodness.
There you
Gracious,
go.
great balls of fire, I'm short.
Now get comfy.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I think that's gonna be better. Tony, you got it figured out? Yep.
oh my gosh. Why are you so chubby?
I don't know.
What's
gained some
happening?
weight.
What is this? Oh, it's the pillow. Oh, look, there's Josh. He's so cute. Go, Josh. Go, Josh. Look at him, so cute.
Take it here. Don't get run over.
Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, buddy. We have to go so fast?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
What was that? Somebody behind us is wrecking.
It's Josh. Ah! Matt! You don't have to go that fast. Okay.
We're
What?
gonna do some off-road.
Matt, no, I can't. I can't. Babe, legit, I can't.
We're doing it.
Oh, cocky mushrooms.
Wonder what happened to Josh.
I don't know. I don't care right now. Oh, God.
Electric Mafia for life. Overtaking.
Sorry, Trevor. That was rude. That was rude, honey. There's Josh. Across the street all by himself. He's like a little kid.
Like Mario Kart.
Woo-hoo.
What's that?
Oh gosh.
We survived. That hamburger. Woo! That was a good burger. Uh-oh.
Car's mad. We trained it.
want to see that wiper start going with the beat. Just wait. Yay! Good morning! You guys might recognize this place. Check this out. Oh! Look who it is! Guys. Are we allowed? Are we invited?
You know the password?
Are you here to paint?
The secret lab.
Nope. But I'll spray something.
That sounds disgusting.
Look at this. Look at that car. George, 30 seconds. Tell us about your car.
So this is a Factory 5 Racing Chevy Cobra knockoff, low self-esteem model, meaning we got the biggest motor we could possibly get that'll fit in it, which is a Ford Coyote engine that I have been voting to make into an incredible off-road machine, but I've lost. They're going to keep it on road for now.
If you decide to do that, before you do that, I'm going to fly out here and drive it.
Make sure that if you do that, you at least keep it on road for a few months first.
Right, well that's
Check it out.
That's what I've been told. And then this is the body that we're hopefully going to have Josh teach us how to do.
Yeah, so all these are going to be in it.
Because they'll show through the paint.
They'll show through. You would just might be able to do it with a certain type of Bondo, but really fiberglass is going to be the way to go.
This is the crazy one that'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
These
But this
will
one
still kill you.
This one has brakes.
Yes.
Do not want to slam on when you're going fast.
So these don't have brakes.
These don't have brakes.
At
and
all?
basically the thing that you have to remember is where the arrow is pointing is where you're going, no matter what your body is doing.
Okay.
So this is where you're going because it's one-wheel drive.
Have you hurt yourself on it yet?
No.
You must be a good driver.
No.
You must have not driven it yet. Okay. Who wants to see Josh eat it? I noticed on that one, the handle will pull itself sometimes.
On its own.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
It's a lot easier on flat ground.
Josh is a pro. Oh, there goes that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Whose van is that?
Hey man, you ain't hurting that thing. That's a switch point.
All right. I think I bent something.
That's the crazy cart. This is the death cart.
Gotta stay on. You gotta stay on it.
So at our house, where we unload groceries, is one floor below where the kitchen is. And I was thinking of doing something just like this.
I have
You
something
need a-
like this at home.
You need a
that's-
dumbwaiter.
That's on one track
Yeah?
that you could totally copy.
Super simple.
It's like I'll show you the thing that I'll send you a link.
Yeah. I want to go up with it too, though. Is that possible with one track?
I don't know. It's probably
A little bit.
If you balance yourself. There's no stoppers.
You can hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. We need one of these. It's pretty quick too. I wasn't expecting it to be that quick. Alright, Hope's gonna have to have one of these for sure. Especially by the time we get 50 or so. Carrying all those groceries up the stairs multiple times.
Or carrying you up the stairs.
Yeah. Does it pain you to see me drilling holes in your car?
I like it, because then if I don't like it, I can be like, stupid Matt, you drilled the holes in the wrong place. If anyone
Everything.
says anything about the seat placement, it's all on you.
I'm just going by the directions. If it were me, I would just sit in it and be like, that feels good. There's 18 pages of directions on seat placement.
Such fanfare.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't line up.
Why do they give us seat brackets that don't line up? They make everything so easy on this build, huh?
Yeah, it's like nothing was actually made for this thing.
Just don't put your hand in the tire.
The closer this gets, the more scared I get.
I got you. There you go.
Amazing.
One seat. Alright, I got the seats in. It's ready to drive. It's finished. George, that's the sound of freedom.
That is the sound of something. It's good.
Alright, Misadventure Lab tour complete. Let's head somewhere else really cool. Alright guys, Hope is very anti-electric vehicle. I actually got to drive this Cybertruck the other day, and I wanted to let Hope drive and let you guys experience what that's like, because it drives itself. You don't even have to drive.
You say that like it's a good thing. I just don't consider that a good thing.
I think it's cool, because I want to take naps while we drive across the country towing a rig.
Of course you do, because
think this
was
thing
that
is cool?
good?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
What
he
is
thinks.
wrong with you?
I know, right?
Goodness. Respect level went from here to like down here.
Alright, babe. Here is your key.
What the crud?
This will open the door. Come over here.
This is so wrong.
You hold that up against the side panel here. And then you push your thumb there.
My thumb? Does it matter?
There you go.
Yeah, I hate it already. That was really quick.
Alright, hop in. Alright, so you have to take the key, and George said that you have to put the key right there.
Okay.
Alright, now you gotta tell it where to go. Work? Maybe work.
You can't just drive it?
You can.
He wants it to drive itself, so you probably have to tell it where to go and what to do and all that junk. But get this, if I was driving with a regular car, I would have already started.
No.
I'd be on my way. It'd be great.
Josh has to put his GPS in every time he drives anywhere, and it doesn't drive itself.
Josh
Right.
drives like a bat out of... So he needs the police detectors.
You gotta hold the brake, and then you
Press
gotta
to drive.
push. You gotta push forward to get into drive. Okay, now we're gonna go.
You have to push forward. I don't like this. I'm horrified. I'm horrified by the prospect of this. I will be so sad if this is the car I'm driving in 20 years. My
Don't
sister's
worry, this
dying.
won't last 20 years.
So it's got 4-wheel steering, and you can turn in circles.
That's weird.
Honda Prelude said that in like 1990.
Yeah, where are those at?
They still run.
Okay, give it some electricity.
Oh no.
Give it some electricity. No, like really give it some electricity.
Honey, I don't do that. I don't know what to tell you.
We're going like 5 miles an hour.
Hey, we're going 30, you freak. It's a residential area. I'm a little, you seem a little stressed. Like, you can't believe that I still wouldn't like this as I'm driving it.
I think there's a lot of preconceptions that people have about it, and they just won't change their mind because of those preconceptions.
No. Not at all. It's a conception.
You haven't.
It's not a preconception.
You
it's a
haven't driven
conception.
it yet. That's why he doesn't like it.
Josh,
No, I've driven the Rivian. I like the Rivian. This is an abomination.
No, this is cool.
If you tell me this is the future, you can't say the S word, but I'm gonna just off noose.
This is the future.
I'm not going that far.
There he goes. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do now.
Okay.
See this knob right here on your right?
Yeah.
You're just gonna click it forward.
Forward?
Okay, now take your foot off the everything, and it's gonna drive itself. So now it's just gonna take us where we need to go.
Okay, what if they brake? What am I doing now?
It's gonna brake for you. It's driving itself.
I really don't like this. Can I
No, you can't. All you gotta do is watch forward, because there's a camera right here paying attention to you, and if
making sure I'm paying attention?
making sure
to
that
what
you're
it's
paying
doing?
attention.
Then how are you going to take a nap, Matt?
Well, in the future, when it gets to be better, and you don't have to pay attention, they'll turn that feature off.
If I still have to pay attention and watch, I'd rather just drive. Otherwise, it's really boring. You're just watching. You're just watching the road.
Well, you can draw googly eyeballs on your sunglasses and then take a nap.
Can you play games on the screen while it's driving itself?
I doubt it.
Ooh, can we get pizza later?
No. There's no pizzas mapped in this system.
It's not, it goes where you want it to go, Matt.
Except for pizza places. Are you watching BleepinJeep in the back of the Cybertruck?
I am. I just watched a Bronco roll over.
Oh, it's
uglier, which that's
Oh, it's
awesome.
turning. Look at this. Here
Next
we
to
go.
a school, I feel wrong.
100 feet. Turn left onto East 600 South.
She's just talking to herself now.
Yeah.
Now turn left onto
It's one thing when it's going straight, but when it starts turning and stuff and doing complicated lights,
Yeah.
that's really weird. One issue I had when I was driving it was taking a left on a yellow arrow. It didn't know what to do. But if you give it a little bit of gas, it's like, oh, I should go now, and then it'll learn and go.
What if you get one that's colorblind? It mixes up reds and greens.
Well, then you're gonna crash. There's certain places it won't go, like into parking lots and things, where you have to take over.
I can guarantee you it won't go in my driveway.
This would look good in your driveway.
Burning. Which it'll do eventually. Seems to be a Tesla thing.
Shut up, Josh. I'm trying to drive.
No, you're not.
It sounded good at the time.
All right, you survived. Good job, babe.
Can you guys spot the difference? I can't.
Josh, we're going.
Josh, what are you doing?
Wrong vehicle? Crap.
Get over here, you weirdo.
Tell me what happened.
Josh got his left and right confused, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Josh, it's amazing how often it's all your fault.
I just like playing in diesel fuel.
Josh replaced the fuel pump. It was fine until we added fuel just now. And all of a sudden it's leaking everywhere. There's fuel everywhere. All over his back, in his ear, in his hair.
Oh no.
And we just got Taco Bell. That's gonna be quite the
Delicioso.
smelly taco.
What you use to plug it up?
A vacuum cap and a bolt.
Okay. So we'll see.
Excited about that? So we're here at SEMA, just near the truck, and watching some of the smoke shows going on here, burnout challenges, and Hope could care less.
We ate lunch though, and that was good for $30.
$30 for one barbecue sandwich, a
And a
Pepsi, and some French fries. $30 and some odd cents. We're having a good time out here and talking to a lot of people. Every time we get close to the Jag, lots of people hanging out there, which is really cool. It's an eye catcher. A lot of people stopping and checking it out. We did a couple interviews, one with Miller Welders and one with Summit, and Vision Wheel stopped by. So look at that, they're polishing a Tesla over here, a Tesla Cybertruck. It's stainless steel, but it's brushed, and they're polishing it.
That's all they've been doing all day. Polishing.
Stainless steel is a very hard metal, so for them to polish it, it kind of looks like the Holy Grail now, though. So
It looks way different than the Holy Grail.
we could polish it up like
I
that.
mean, that looks like some work. I don't think Josh is about done with that.
I gotta send George a picture of this. Jag's still hanging out here, doing good. Nobody's broken all the windows yet.
I think you're going to be safe. I'm not too worried here. Maybe if you go to the Fashion Show Mall, it might be a little bit of a different story.
Yeah, don't go hang out there.
Where are you folks from?
We're actually from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's pretty.
I don't really care for Tennessee.
No?
Went to boot camp in Nashville.
Oh, then I bet so.
Not Nashville. What am I saying? I'm sorry.
Paris Island?
Memphis.
Oh, okay.
Well, nobody likes Memphis. East Tennessee is way different. What did you think of the Tesla Cyber Tunnel?
It's pretty neat. I mean, somebody's clever. I like it when they do things like that.
That's Elon and the Boring Company. I told her yesterday, I said we need to take the Boring Company over there, and she's like, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't say it was boring. I just don't like cyber cars. And I was like, no, it's actually called the Boring Company.
When you try to replicate me, you sound like a dude.
But that's a quick way to get around. There's 3 stops, or 3 stops total. All right, this is Hope's first time at SEMA, so I've been showing her around. We're in the FCA booth. What is your favorite car or Jeep in here?
Here?
Yeah, you gotta point it out. You gotta walk to it.
Oh, I like the Wagoneer one.
You gotta take me to it.
Okay. I like this. I'm a mom. I need mom cars.
So the Wagoneer is really cool. However, they did have a lot of production issues in the first couple years. Hopefully they fixed those. But Hope doesn't know about those.
It's pretty cool, huh?
You just like the tent on top.
Oh, I didn't even notice there was a tent on top.
What? How did you? How did you not notice that?
Because you said the vehicle. I'm looking at the vehicle. I'm not very observant.
She's got her blinders on. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What do you think my dad would have done if we brought back his truck like that?
Something tells me he probably wouldn't like it very much. That is not his style.
That thing is sweet. Look at it. Even down to the color choice. I want to drive it. I want to drive that. Excited for the
Call that riding bareback?
Yeah. Let's do 12. Yeah, go. Chicken in a bucket!
Swipe them all?
Swipe them, swipe them, swipe them. So this is our annual chicken in the bucket that we do once a year at SEMA. I always invite everybody to the Circus for the arcade games, and we always top it off with the most fun chicken in a bucket. And if you haven't experienced it, chicken in a bucket is the best thing in Vegas.
That's sad. Matt loves this game. He plays it like every time we go somewhere.
2 hours later.
Very nice.
I only have 2 balls to start. I'm like, why is this taking forever?
Bunch of children.
Delicious. These are almost as good as the ones we made on the trail.
Just saying.
And
Almost.
Almost.
It's a little spicy.
That's spicy.
It's a little spicy.
Alright, they're about to announce the winners. Maybe this will get me some points. Everybody likes to see it running.
Alright, are we ready? Alright, everybody, here we are. We are at the 2024 SEMA show, and the winner is none other than Fat Rats. What'd you guys think of all the cars?
And that is a wrap. SEMA is officially over. There's a parade going on over there, but you hear those sirens. It sounds like a traffic nightmare. So we are out of here. We'll see you next time. Oh, and Paul won, by the way. I think we all knew that was coming. He had all the votes. So I think we came in second place, though. First place losers. That's okay.